So you hear for years how many people go to San Diego, and we've done other shows which are smaller. So we show up thinking we got to bring a lot of product. We need 6 people. We're gonna run around. Even placement of our booth. We kept our booth like. Luckily, we got in the middle, which you always want to be in a convention in general. Maybe not so much at San Diego because it's so busy, but since Joe's more art-minded, he had this beautifully laid out booth that had everything covered, and you could just see the product as if it was like in an art show. No one's buying anything. So Joe, I think, was going on like a PR run.
Yeah.
Something to that effect. He took
crazy.
one of the bears, one of the teddy scares, and went to go show someone a teddy scare. And
yeah, so I'm walking around with this bear, and someone comes up to me and they're like, "Oh my God, what an awesome bear that is! And where can you get it at?" And I was like, "Oh, you can buy it right at our booth. It's right around the corner." And he said, "Oh no, they're just showing the bears there. You can't buy them there." And I'm like, "No, really, you can go and buy them there." So I had to go back to the booth, and I ran up like a maniac, and I'm like, "Tear this all down, we have to make it look right." So we started like showing all the cardboard boxes and making it look really like like we were just selling junk out of the back of the having all cardboard boxes opened and all spewed all over the place. And we ended up doing really good the next couple days, but we learned a valuable lesson like that. It's the best convention. When I first started doing these conventions, I would I'd probably buy more than we'd make at a show. And then, as shows went on, I started to really refrain from, going to all this stuff and, doing as much stuff at the shows. It was more business than it was the actual, than it was actually going to the different event things. But San Diego is different. I mean, it's just so cool with all the different stuff you can do that as exhausted I am at the end of the day, I still try to get out there and have a good time and do some of the fun stuff. There's always a lot of awesome odd people there. I mean, it's the holy grail of comic book conventions. You get everybody from your favorite superhero to anime people to, I mean, you name it, it's there. I mean, movie stars. I mean, it's all there. I mean, it's for me. I'm a total dork, so I love it all. I mean, the costumes are one of my favorite things. I mean, I'm always like, taking pictures of people there, and I think it's a blast.
some I know. I can probably pick out Wonder Woman, Catwoman.
He gets 1 out of 10. When he gets one, I'm always amazed.
Right, that's always the exciting thing. Like, oh, must be a popular character. Phil even knows that character. So, it does make for interesting. I'm sure you look at it like, oh, it's common sense. That's wah wah wah. And I'm like, oh yeah, she's everywhere. Everyone knows that one. So, one of my shining moments at San Diego is when I recognize a
You
celebrity.
actually recognize somebody. That is.
Not only did I recognize,
You're a fan.
I'm actually a fan. I like his stuff. So I am outside of the booth talking to what was potentially our South American licensing agent. And out of the corner of my eye, I recognize a celebrity. It's John Farver with his 2 kids. And normally, I don't even know who half the celebrities are, but he stopped at our booth and he started talking to Joe about how cool our products were. So I'm kind of like half listening to possibly a huge potential licensing deal.
And hearing
And
what John
half
Farrow
trying
has
to
to say.
sound right, what John Farrow has to say about our product line. I only got to barely say, hey, and that was it. And Joe got the pleasure of actually speaking with him. Which
He really liked the product. He was really into it, and his kids definitely dug it.